We're on Chapter 8, Lesson 5, How Can Different Fractions Name the Same Amount? And today we're talking about simplest form. A fraction is in simplest form when its numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. The simplest form of a fraction is equivalent to the fraction. So I wrote an equivalent set of fractions here. 2/4 equals 1/2. And in this case, I just made an example. 1/2 is the simplest form. So 3/6 would also be equivalent, but it's always 1/2. In this case, it's the simplest form. When you've got the numerator that is half of the denominator, then your simplest form is 1/2. And we're going to do one problem here that requires the simplest form. There are 12 ingredients in a bread recipe. Esteban needs to buy 8 out of 12, or 8/12 of the ingredients. Write 8/12 in simplest form. To write a fraction in simplest form, divide both the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor is the greatest of the common factors of 2 or more numbers. Oh my goodness, a lot of things to unpack here. Okay, the common factors of 8 and 12. Well, remember back from lesson 1, factors are the two numbers that multiply up to get a number. So the factors of 8, we can do a factor tree, and the first one is always 1 and the number because of the identity property. And since I know it's even, I know 2 will also be a factor. 2 times what gets me 8? 2 times 4. And then 3 is not a factor of 8. So these are all the factors, and they've written it right here. 1, 2, 4, and 8. And then they did the same thing for 12. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. The common factors of 8 and 12 are 1, 2, and 4. Those are all the common ones. And you can actually divide by any of these. 1 isn't going to do you any good to divide. But you could divide by either of these and get a simpler form, an equivalent fraction. But when you find the greatest common factor, you save yourself a step. So here is 4. 4 is the greatest of all of these. So that's all it's asking for when it says greatest common factor. You find the ones that are the same in both, and then you choose the greatest or largest of those. 8 divided by 4, and if I'm stuck with division because division is scary, I say 4 times what equals 8. 4 times 2 equals 8. And I'm going to do the same here. 4 times what equals 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. So 8/12 in simplest form is 2/3. And that's all it's asking us to do when we're finding the simplest form. Okay, I skipped through, and the rest of the problems are very similar to the first one we did, but I did want to do one example for you on the word problems. And I also wanted to show you what happens if you don't use the greatest common factor. So I'm going to do that here. The table lists the length of some objects in a classroom. What part of a foot is each object? Right? As a fraction in simplest form. Okay, so this is the length in inches. And the only piece that is missing here is we need to remember that there are 12 inches in a foot. So all of these fractions are going to be out of 12 because there's 12 inches in a foot. And the first one to ask for is a pencil, and I see here in purple the pencil is 6. So the fraction that I would write if I wasn't looking for simplest form would be 6/12, but that is not in simplest form. So I'm going to go over here in my workspace, and I'm going to give you an example of what happens if you don't find the greatest common factor, because you still can get the answer. So if I were factoring out 6, I would get 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. And then down here, if I was factoring out 12, I'd get 1 times 12, 2 times 6. Ooh, I'm going to need some commas to keep these separate. And 3 times 4, which I'm really going to try and squeeze in here. Ooh, okay. Now, if you're looking and you're paying attention, you see that the greatest common factor is 6. But that's not what I want to do here. Just to give you an example, I'm going to use 3 because maybe I didn't recognize the 6's in both. So if I were to divide top and bottom by 3, because 3 is also a factor of both, I'm going to get 6 divided by 3 and 12 divided by 3. 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2. 3 times what is 12? 4. So hopefully you realize that 2/4 is not in simplest form. We've done this particular one a bunch of times. But you can also see that they're both even, so we know that they're divisible by 2. And this is all that happens if you have to use a number and you haven't found the greatest common factor. You've just found a common factor. You might end up having to divide twice, which is not the end of the world. It just takes a little longer. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times what is 4? 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 6/12 in simplest form is actually 1/2. And the only bad thing about not finding the 6 is you ended up having to divide twice, which is totally okay. You'll still get your simplest form of 1/2. And that's how you solve that. And pay attention because the same thing can happen on number 27. So pay attention to that. And I looked through and I don't see anything else that's more complicated. If you still have confusions or you get stuck, I'd suggest you go back and rewatch this because pretty much every problem is the same steps, just with different numbers.